brother for the last 21 years. And I remember the day he was born like it was yesterday. I remember it very well because it happens to be one of the happiest of my life, one of the happiest days of my life. I have a very vivid memory of him. He was very small, and the clothes that were purchased for him were oversized, so he even looks, he looked even smaller, and he had severe jaundice. Anyway, when I was much younger, I was rather protective of him. But as we grew and we traveled, we became best friends. We shared an uncanny connection, not just in the way we found certain things funny or cool or uncool, but there was an unspeakable bond that went beyond words, that exists even today in my heart. If you were to ask me to think of some words to describe Ron, I would say gifted, very, very gifted. He possessed tremendous amounts of both creative and analytical intelligence. He was moody, he was witty, and he was also very, very insightful into other people's problems. After it happened, I have learned much, much, much more about him, and I've learned so much about the massive positive impact that he has had on so many lives. We're gathered here today to remember that impact, the impact that he had on your lives. We're gathered here today not to mourn, but rather to celebrate his life. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me introduce Oshiki, who's going to go first. One or two lines of introduction about her. My brother's known Kaushiki very well since Bijapur days, so I think from first year onwards, which was 2004. And they were very close friends. They were even together for a short while, and they remained close. My brother used to describe Kaushiki as a very honest, very girly girl, and also very caring. She went out of his way to take care of him in all kinds of times. I call upon Kaushiki to share a part of yourself with us, please.
And I said that it's very difficult to stop when you start talking about Ron. Because I and most other people here can go on talking about him for hours and not get tired. Ron was my best friend. Ron was so much more than any other person apart from my family. And he was so special. He was very special, and he was so gifted and talented. And he had this positive energy about him. I remember in first year, all of us used to miss family, and we had a very tough time adjusting. And whenever we had this huge gang, and all of us would wait for him to show up. Whenever we'd be sad, we'd just wait, where's Ron? Where's Ron? And he'd come in, and there'd be this room would become a little bit brighter. And I'm not making this up. It would actually become like that. And when he was there, everyone, how in the beginning no one wants to talk to each other, and there's so much of, you feel scared and you don't know how you're going to be judged. But when Ron came, he sort of created this bond between everyone. He was so vibrant, and he was such a great person that he could start a conversation and carry it on very effortlessly. Like, you never felt that you had to put in a lot of effort when you were talking with him, which I guess very few people have it in them. So I have a few write-ups of his friends, and I'm going to read out this write-up of Renji. Renji was his roommate through the first year and most of second year, and they were very, very close, and they remained close. Renji says, as a classmate, unit mate, and roommate, Ron touched my life. He had an amazing personality and was gifted with a lot of talent in music. The way he expressed his ideas dragged everyone's attention. His grasping power and vast knowledge in various fields bewildered me each and every time I talked to him, and these 4 years gave me memories to last a lifetime. His demise is a scar in the minds of everyone who knew him. The void created by his absence is painful. All we shall do is remember the good moments impinged over our hearts and hail his good qualities. Let us pray for his soul to be rested peacefully. Okay, the next write-up I have is from Riddhi. Riddhi and Ron were celebrated in college. Ron and Riddhi, because they were easily the funniest pair in college, and they would have these jokes that wouldn't be funny otherwise, but it would just be the way they would speak. And everyone in the hall would start laughing. And when you tried to say those jokes again to other people, it wouldn't be that funny. Riddhi says, Ron was a friend I didn't deserve. Ron was a friend I can never have. Whenever I cracked a joke or made a sketch, he came up with all his expert appreciations, which would make me feel so great. And then there came a time in this dry place called Bijapur that Ron was the only one who could understand my jokes and sarcasms and vice versa. And that is what I'm going to miss the most, our jokes. Our jokes that were hilarious to no one else but us, and the laughter that followed. When he was here, I thought I knew him so well that I could predict his every move. When he left us, I heard a different version of Ron from everyone else, and now I know Ron was much bigger and much deeper than what any one of us thought. The void you created can never be filled by anyone else. And there is one thing that I want everyone to know. All of you have this guilt that says, wish I could have done a little bit more, then maybe you wouldn't have done it. I know, because I feel the same. I would like you to know that this world didn't deserve him. It was only all of us that pulled him back till date. Why he had to do it? He was compelled by something so huge that the love of his parents, the love of his sister and his friends looked slightly less tempting than the road of escape. What was that thing? We would never understand, because none of us has ever walked in his shoes, and we don't have to understand it either. All we have to do is hope that he is happy wherever he is now. I know he will take care of all of us from up there, so let's keep him alive in our hearts, always. I was talking to Riddhi yesterday, and ever since the incident, there has been this silence in college. I was speaking to one of the teachers, Yoga sir, and he says that, there's this deafening silence in campus. It's like this void, and the people are somehow very badly affected, which is true because he was one of the most popular guys in college. And Riddhi was trying to console me, and I was trying to console him. This is what we do whenever we talk to our batchmates. We try to console each other now. And he says he didn't know what to say. And then he says, Ron was like Mondirer Prashad. And I was so sad and I started laughing. I was like, he's listening to this from up there and cracking a zillion jokes at this statement. And then Riddhi was like, no, you see, he gave a bit of himself to everyone. And now all of us have these little bits of him that we put together, and it's like this massive puzzle. And now we know that no one really knew him in totality. And now all of us have these little bits of him that we can put together and try to know him much better. So I thought I should share that with you. Thanks. I'm supposed to perform. I'll be singing this song that this was our most performed song. We would always perform this song. I think 5 or 6 times we've done this. And the first time we did it was in ENT workshop. And this was the first song that we got the crowd going encore again. And I really don't know whether it was good or whether because the crowd was a bunch of teachers and a lot of other ENT people, and we didn't know whether they were actually genuinely appreciating the song or they were just too high. But they came and they did this Mexican wave thing, and then the HOD comes up and says, "We won this again." So that was the first performance. And then we performed it again by public demand on Sports Day. And I was practicing with this song, and it felt so weird because there are like these parts, like the chorus, where he used to sing that. And he used to sing the chorus and the seconds and everything, and I was practicing, and it was very weird. And I think I came and told Mishti that I don't think I'll be able to perform this, because his absence is so, the feeling is so intense. And she said that, you'll be fine, do it. So we performed this in our house as well, in my house several times, and then in Anshul's house, I think. Yeah, which I had forgotten. Anshul reminded me. So I hope I can do justice, because Ron would always pep me up before a performance, and he'd be like, "Oh, you'll be fine. Just do something on stage. Just do something on stage. I'll manage." And he would always manage. And whenever anything would go wrong, he would always manage it on stage. He would always do that. So I have Anshul helping me today with that, and I'd like you all to join in the chorus if you know. Come, and Mahan also. I'm sorry.